Here he leads 3-1. But it was Woodford who came back to take the first set by 6-4. We're in the opening game of the second set. It's deuce on the Woodford serve. Woodford showing great form at the net, as befits one of the world's greatest doubles players. He and Todd Woodbridge, the top pair, although they claim to be not very well prepared for this year's event. One Grand Slam that the Woodies have yet to win, Todd Woodbridge and Mark Woodford. The second set went into the tie-break, and it was won by Mark Woodford. And we're into the third set here, with Woodford breaking for a lead of 4-3. And this was serious stuff. The number 11 seed and one of the favourites for the tournament, 2 sets to love down. And here's Costa, 3-5 down, serving to save the match. It's match point to Woodford. A superb win for Mark Woodford. And afterwards he was asked whether he was surprised to have beaten one of the hot favourites.
Not the best start. Yeah, it was.
One is guaranteed a place in the quarterfinals as he now plays Pat Rafter. Chang is now the highest seeded and ranked player left in the draw. And today he came up against his third Frenchman in a row, the 135th ranked Frenchman, Stéphane Simeon. Chang raced to the first set, 6-1. And in the second set at 4-2, Simeon's left thigh needed some treatment. And it emerged later that he'd been suffering even before the match from a strained adductor muscle, I beg your pardon, in his left thigh. He tried one more game, but it was clear that he couldn't play on. And at 5-2, Sergi Bruguera, and he failed quite spectacularly. Won just 7 games. Bruguera was in great form. Like Chang, Bruguera hasn't had a great deal of opposition so far. But for both he and Chang, their meeting in the 4th round will be certainly something where they'll need to raise their games. Luis Bruguera, Sergi's father and coach. This was the opening match on the centre court. Bruguera's first chance on the scene of his 2 greatest triumphs this year. He's ranked 19th this week, but he's seeded 16. A late addition to the seedings after a number of players, including Boris Becker, had to withdraw. So Bruguera secures his place against Chang. Another tricky opponent, the French Davis Cup hero Arnaud Birch, whose ranking has slipped to 45. The drama really came in the first set tiebreak. Birch led 6-2. Rios saved one with a glorious backhand, and then the other 3 set points for Birch. Birch really threw away. Rios won 6 points on the run to take the tiebreak. Here he leads 7-6, 6-3, 5-4. And is serving for the match. Great reach from Rios. This is the shot that the two-handers generally have difficulty with because they have to stretch, but makes it look so easy. So 2 match points for Marcelo Rios. And a much easier passage into the 4th round than he had into the 2nd and 3rd. Disappointment for Arno Birch, who did so well in the first set, but that's where he lost the match. This is a match that was played very late in the day due to other results. Other matches taking a long time. Arazi took the first set 6-2, he took the second 6-3. It's now 5-all. And Arazi breaking for 6-5. And here he is serving for the match. Arazi, one of a number of Moroccan players. Younis El Anoui and Karim Alami are perhaps better known. But this guy, I suspect, has more talent. And maybe the greatest sticking power. Certainly on a wonderful run up the rankings. He won the tournament in Casablanca earlier this year. Although, in fairness, the entry wasn't brilliant. He's ranked 55 and will certainly get into the top 50 for the first time as a result of this win. I suspect, though, that his match against Marcelo Rios will be the end of the road. So a recap on the men's results. Coming next.